Well, it's raining, so I think you can probably hear the rain. Sorry about that. It's Hilo. Also why my hair is wet. You shower and it just doesn't dry. Well, if you don't know already, I'm Lily. This is Legit Nutrition Hawaii, and I was asked a question this week. Should I throw away my scale? So I think the whole throw away my scale thing is another example of treating the symptom instead of the root of the problem. A lot of people use the number on the scale as a criteria for how much self-abuse they deserve that day. So it's easy to look at the situation and be like, well, get rid of the fucking scale. But the actual problem is our propensity for self-abuse. The actual problem is society's propensity for assigning self-worth via external validation. If I were to create a goal for everyone watching right now, it wouldn't be to get to a point where you never weigh yourself. It would be to get to a point where you could weigh yourself, and no matter what the number is, you'd say, cool, that's my weight. Love ya, bye, and go on with your day. Because while weight is hugely valued by our highly destructive society, the truth is, making choices that support your health, happiness, vitality, and well-being are 1,000 times more important than any number on any scale. Our societal zeitgeist has us believing that our weight determines our worth, our value, how deserving of love we are, and how acceptable we are to other people. But the fact of the matter is that none of those vitally important markers of happiness and satisfaction is even remotely determined by your weight. Alright? If we can really, truly understand, accept, and embody that truth, we can get on the scale and see any number without having a meltdown. I know, it's like a little piece of your soul dies every time you get on the scale and see a number that's higher than you wished it was. It's disappointing, and I have felt that very deep, visceral disappointment so many times, and it feels so incurable. It's just awful, and it requires many deep breaths, and it requires a lot of soothing, reassuring self-talk. And it requires the implementation of a purposeful determination that you will do what's best for your health, happiness, and future. And from that purposeful determination comes a faith that your body will regulate its weight once it is healthy enough to do so. In less complicated verbiage, be nice. You'll get there. And another reason I don't want to demonize the scale is because weighing myself regularly has been really helpful to me. I've gone through periods of my life where my perception of my body was totally skewed. It's called body dysmorphia. Times when I was 100 pounds and I would still look in the mirror and see a fat person. It was many years where I would look at my body and I actually had no idea what I looked like. There are still times when I get kind of confused because mirrors, pictures, and videos are all subtly different from our own perception. And after having made YouTube videos for the last 2 years, I'm fairly confident that the camera does in fact add 56,000 pounds. So very long story short, weighing myself was good reassurance that my body wasn't drastically different than it was before, even though I feel like I look like a cold water marine mammal in some of my photos. So look, the scale isn't the problem. You want to weigh yourself? Great. Do it! I still weigh myself once or twice a month, and it's only so infrequent because I got bored of seeing the same number every time. Success! You don't want to weigh yourself or pay attention to your weight? Perfect! Don't! It's not the act of weighing yourself or being curious about your weight that's the problem. It's the obsession that's the problem. Just like in the case of orthorexia, it's not the activity, weighing yourself or eating with health in mind. It's how much these activities rule your life and affect your sense of self-worth. The measurements you should be paying attention to are things like, how are your energy levels? How connected are you to your own feelings and the people around you? Are the activities that make up your day leaving you feeling enthusiastic and excited about being alive? How does your body feel after a delicious meal of whole plant foods? Are you kind to yourself on a regular basis? A number is completely irrelevant when you compare them to these much more important signs of happiness and well-being and health. Donate your scale if you want to, but just remember that avoiding information is not going to cure your feelings of inadequacy. That takes a lot more patience and practice and hard work and self-reflection. All right, my lovelies. Until next time, make better choices for yourself and take really, really, really good care of your puppies. Because I love my puppies! I love my puppies! Hey, don't eat your sister's head.